Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Alright, so here we are today, episode 63. And last episode I believe we were working on Naquadah preparations, and I think I think we're inventory full here. I think I ended up stopping just shy of getting into the more involved part making the Naquadah, which, to remind, let's see, Naquadah. The Naquadah. Where was it? Oh. Yeah, here we go. So we have the Neocryolite solution that we're going to have to make. And that is also going to require Naq Oxide. But we're also going to need the Neocryolite. And to get that, we have to start here with the LCR with Caesium Hydroxide, Naquadah Hydroxide, which we're getting this, and a single dust of Signalum, but non-consumable. And that will give us a bucket of Neocryolite. And yeah. Then we also got to work on the Naq Oxide, which is going to need a distiller. I think. Oh, okay, so we're going to need a chemical reactor and a distiller. So we're going to need Petrotheum. Yeah, sorry, Petrotheum dust on stock, and I do believe I set this up. And that comes from Stochastite and tectonic Petrotheum. So we are also going to have to keep some Petrotheum on stock and melt it down. Now we're also going to get pyromorphite. I don't know what that looks like. Lead, some chlorine back, phosphate. Okay. But the tectonic, yeah, it's going to be, let's see, 12 Petrotheum per operation here. And that's going to need to be an LCR of the IV variety. So I might have to request another LCR because I had requested one off camera to prepare for the other part in the chain. So we might just make this the means to make oh, I always forget where to go. Yeah, so we might need to go about this method in this LCR. So if I go over here now, it will remind me that it's this recipe. It's pretty cool how you can do that. If you just mouse over a fluid or an output and hit the A in a recipe, it will bring that one up in EMI, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to need to get IV voltage, and this is on the EV, so naturally I will need to get, well, yeah, I could probably just get an energy hatch of the IV variety. Of the single, right? Yeah, and then converter. Cool. So naturally, I should just be able to come down here. Pop you there, and we should be good to go. Yep, okay. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go get another one of these hooked, prepared. First off, today, yeah, okay. And you know, something tells me that's not gonna work voltage-wise. So I'll get another LCR cooked up, and I'll get, was it the 2 EV hatches? And we'll get that requested up. Let's see. Energy hatch. Okay, we got 2 already. So let's grab 2 more. And we'll get another converter there. Okay, so I also started to set this up over here. This is going to be a means of getting, well, this is an alternative to the sifter over there. Its own dedicated line, that is. And we're going to be sending in emerald and olivine into here, because olivine is going to be required for crystal chips. And that's one of the things that we are going to be making soonish. But we're going to need to get enderium. And we're going to need that clean room, at least until we can make the multi-block autoclave. Okay, so let me pause here. Oh, before I pause though, meant to address that I did get the LUV sensor automated in the assembly line, which, if you recall, needs a data stick with a IV sensor, and then you just pattern it all up and it's good to go. And then as well, I built the circuit assembler multi-block off camera. You know, that's it. Yeah, here we go. So you can see here we have the cleaning maintenance hatch. That makes it so that any circuit that needs the cleaning room can be made outside the cleaning room. So that's pretty cool. And just like the assembly line, I also have the subnets going on here. So you can see we have the main line right here, comes over here, attaches to the pattern providers. The pattern providers interface with an ME interface. And then in between, we have, you know, a cable attached to its own network here, red, blue, red, blue. And we have the storage bus to the fluid hatch over here, and then the storage bus to the input itself. So yeah, let's go back up. Oop. Back up here. And let's see. Before we do pause, I think we can get Caesium Hydroxide automated. Yes. Actually, here, let me think about this, because we're going to want to have Caesium Hydroxide on supply. And if we go, okay, so a chemical reactor won't be that bad. So reactor, I guess we could do an elite IV chemical reactor. So yeah, let me go pause here. We'll get those 2 other LCRs, and I'll try to get some other single block machines that are needed for the creation of the Neocryolite. Okay, back in a few. All right, we are back, and I just came back after. Well, I didn't look up what else we're gonna need, but not a problem. We'll take care of that as we get to it. All right. Anyway, let's get started here. So we have the Caesium hydroxide. So we're going to need water and the caesium dust. So we're going to need a regulator. We're going to need a couple of interfaces. Let me get those. We're going to need a robot arm. Okay. So here, import, I think it was like 3,000. Yeah. I don't remember if that was in millibuckets or buckets. Okay. And then, I guess we'll go on this side. Import. we're gonna need a filter. Okay, so we're gonna need Caesium, and that's gonna be one piece. One piece. Keep exact. In you go. Okay, that should be good. And that's pretty much gonna just keep spitting out Caesium for us. So we're gonna want to get a controller. Okay. Caesium hydroxide. And we'll say 128. Okay, so that should be good. Now, for the matter of the LCR, we gotta go this way. Okay, so we are going to want to rotate that, put a thing there. We're gonna need a filter. Okay, we're gonna need some signalum. We're gonna put you in there. And where did I put that arm? Did I not grab the arm? Oh, it's already in there. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we're gonna want to do keep exact, and we need 9 Caesium hydroxide. We're gonna need 3 Naquadah hydroxide. And that's it. Okay, so keep exact, good. And for the input hatch, we want to face that away. We're gonna need to get a regulator. Wait, what? I did that in reverse. Or I did that, I put the wrong facade in rather. Okay, keep exact. And we're gonna need 6,000 of the hydrofluoric. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and connect this up here. So that should be good to go. Nice. Okay. So now we're gonna need to put in that. And the hydroxide. And it's already off to races. Okay, so I have a feeling that it's not partitioned in a fluid cell yet. And that needs to just be fluid. Okay, cool. So that's probably going to get, yep, stuck in there. No problem. But for the time being, that is good to go. We're good to go there. Words are hard. Okay, so cable. Okay. Oh, and put you there. Nope. Neocryolite. Okay, should be good. Now, let's get a fluid cell. Gonna pop over to our AE2 room. We're actually gonna pop over here first. Get that. Neocryolite. Right. Gonna get 2 more of those because we're going to probably need them. I like to keep backups. Backup empty drives, that is, in case we ever overload on things. But that being said, now we have the Neocryolite storing up. Okay, so the Neocryolite, now we're going to need the oxide dust. And we're also going to need a blast furnace. Yes, yeah. So the oxide dust is a matter of distilling, reacting, and reacting. So we're going to want to get a extractor going. Let's see, I should have... don't I? I can probably get rid of these extractors. Okay, so let's get... Oh, wait, I can use one of those extractors for the tectonic stuff. Yeah, that. Okay, so let's do... Think about this. Oops. We're probably going to want to have this stocked. So what I could just do is get a storage bus like that, and oh, already had for one arm there. Now we'll need an interface, and then Petrotheum. Bada boop. Gotta get you set up properly. Scusi. No. Petrotheum. We have Petrotheum. Why aren't you? Okay, what's going on? Is the stupid stock bus thing broken? Damn it. There we go. Bidirectional. Okay, what is going on? Now I've forgotten where that stupid extractor was. Is it over here? Okay, there we go. Why is it being so difficult, though? Okay, it was just a matter of the priority. Okay. Yeah, so that is cooking. We're gonna partition that to the tectonic Petrotheum. And that should be good. Now, for this, we're gonna need the LCR. Oh, dear. We're gonna, well... Yeah, I could just do a single block chemical reactor. So the LCR that we have still set up will do for this. And yeah, oops. Yeah, so let's go get that set up. And then we'll come back over to the chemical reactor one. Okay. So we are going to need the stochastite and the fluid. Let's see, filter. Probably get one of these, probably get one of these. And we're going to need a couple of interfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So first, we need to move you, move you. That can stay. That can stay. Okay. So for the input hatch, We need a regulator. Import, keep exact. Petrotheum 3 buckets. And let's get you hooked up so we can watch this as it goes. Oh, and that would help. Okay, now for the input bus. Import. And the snow chestite. We're gonna need 4 of that. Keep exact. Okay. It needs maintenance. Oh. Okay, and there we go. We're making the Naquadah Oxide Petro. And yeah, we're gonna need to put that there. And that there. Now we are gonna need a fluid cell. I'll make 2 just in case. We out of coal. Hot. Oh dear. So I have dense coal. Let me see what if I can turn off the coal gas pyrolyzed oven. Is there one? I don't have one, question mark? Oh, maybe I'm not using coal. I'm using the wood. But yeah, I'm surprised I don't have any coal. Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So I got a chemical reactor here, and I got the distillery. So let's see here. We need to process the Petro into the Aero. So we need the Petrotheum. Right, so I'm gonna bookmark that. Need filter. So we're gonna need 4 of you. Okay. Stick you on there. And that went in there right away. Go figure. Okay, regulator. Of course, I don't have a filter. Oh, let's get rid of that. Import. So we're gonna need Petro. That. And we're gonna need 1 bucket of that. Petro. Okay. And that's gonna cook. And there we get our Aero, and we get some Petrotheum back. So we are gonna wanna eject. Eject. That should be good to go. So we're gonna make sure that we stop this properly. So the Aero. Right, so that is good to go. Now I did set up fluid cells to hold the Zephyrian, Petrotheum, and all the other fluids. So yeah, the next we need the distillery. and we get the oxide from that. Okay, so up here, boom, and boom. Import, okay. So the Aero, keep exact. 1 bucket, okay. And keep exact, should be good. Oops, and then come up here, and put that on 1. And that will distill into our oxide dust. Hooray! Okay, so let's eject out that way. I don't even need that on, but whatever. Okay. And likewise, we want to limit this. Wait, did I not? Scusi? Oh, it's on there. I didn't see it at first. Okay, for you. There we go. So that should be good. I'm gonna come on over here. Plop you on there. I need to clean out that bag. Alrighty. So now we have the oxide solution. So from there, we can make the Neocryolite solution. But we're going to need a blast furnace. And we're going to need the HSSG coils. So once that is made, then we need an electrolyzer and a ruthenium rod, and then we'll get our Naquadah, and we get some Neocryolite back, and we're good to go. So why don't I get some do I not have tungstate? Wait, do I have hot ingots in here? Nether mob drops, other ores. Did I not? Scusi? E3 miner package. Yeah, that should. I gotta remember what the T3 miner package was for. T3 miner package. Oh, that's not what I need. Okay, I need to go get some more tungstate so that I can request what I was requesting. And we will go from there. Back in a few. Hey everybody, we're back. Okay, so once again, I took a little break in recording. So yeah, off camera, I did get the coils and I did get the EBF set up. I also moved all of the cable coding into our big assembler downstairs. Okay, so here we are with the new blast furnace. I haven't set it up yet, but it should be all good to go power-wise. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna need the oxide dust and neocryolite. So we're going to wrench these. We're going to want to get a regulator. I don't know why I grabbed 2, but whatever. Okay, so regulator, arm. in the input, oxide dust. Keep exact 4. Okay. And that'll do. Okay, so that should, yep, we're good there. Now for you, import Neocryolite, keep exact, and 4 buckets. Connect you and you. There we go. So that should be good. Now, what does it need? It should. Oh, 5 is what we needed. My bad. Okay, there we go. Now it's cooking. So now that's going to give us the oxide neocryolite solution. And I don't think I made a cell for this. Let's check, shall we? So once that finishes, I'll pop up here. Okay, no, I didn't. So let's pop over to our main base. And I don't think I covered this actually. At some point, I upgraded the recipe that makes these 1K cells to the IV variety, and we get 16 of them at a time. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, okay, what's going on here? Let me try and go check on this. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. Turns out I had upgraded the arc furnace to IV, and I forgot to check that everything was all good to go. The wire somehow didn't get connected to the machine, so it wasn't powered. Okay, so back to what we were doing, putting away this new fluid cell with the solution we're making. And now we're going to need an electrolyzer, and we'll request a ruthenium, well, 2 ruthenium rods. I don't believe... Do we not have the ruthenium? Wait. Wait. Oh, there's a blast furnace. Okay. We're going to need to make a ruthenium ingot then. We must not have had to make them before. Maybe there's the dust, or maybe the recipe got screwed up. I'm not sure. Definitely didn't make this, so I don't know. Anyway, ruthenium. Okay. Just to make sure, that should be able to be made. Yeah, okay. Right. So now that we have that, ruthenium rod. At one point, I accidentally put the short rods into the long rod. Oh, look at that. I did it here too. There are definitely some more rods that I mistakenly put in there. Not sure how. And maybe that goes there too. Hopefully we don't need this. Wait, let me double check on this. Yep, that goes in the lathe. Okay. Maybe make another face for that. Anyway, I still think there's some weird jankery going on where between updates things got moved around somehow. Anywho, we're going to need an electrolyzer. So let's get that cooked up. Thankfully, we have the rods, considering only one ingot is needed. This actually might cook up pretty quick. Save for maybe the osmium. But I think today, or I think this episode, will be ending rather shortly. We got our Naquadah, or soon we'll have it anyway. And what was I going to show or talk about? Oh no, I was going to go to the ore processing room. Now, I believe I may have addressed it, I may have not. I forget between recording sometimes. But I did set up a HV line for processing certain ores through the sifter. Particularly, this is going to be used for olivine and emerald. Yeah, you know what? I think I am remembering that I did talk about that. So I kind of started to get it set up, but I still got to get the filters on the crates. So that will probably be something done off camera. Is the osmium just taking a long time? Okay, so it's over here. The osmium uses the big boy voltage. Liquid oxygen. There was an incident where the vacuum freezer responsible for the liquid oxygen stopped working, in that it didn't have the oxygen being sent to it. So again, I don't know if that was a matter of me preventing it from doing anything, or if, I don't know, something got buggy. Who knows? The pack is kind of alpha as it is, or beta, I guess. Okay, so let me pause here and I'll come back when this is done. Well, wouldn't you know it? It finished right after I paused. Okay, so let's run over here. We're gonna plop you, yeah, oops, plop you here. Oh, there. Okay, so you go in there. And we are going to need to pipe in the Neocryolite. Oh, hey, look. A regulator. So glad I grabbed it. I didn't plan that. I was just being silly. Okay. So that... oh, cool. It knew how many I needed in there because of the bookmark. Okay. Import. Oh, okay. For a second there... you know what, phone? You need to be quiet. Yeah, okay. There we go. So there's our Naquadah, and we get some Neocryolite back and some oxygen, but who cares really? Before I do anything else, though... excuse me? Oh my god, this bullcrap. Okay. And... you in there. Keep exact 4. Okay, so now I can eject. So we're pretty much going to have this running infinitely, I believe, to get that Naquadah. And again, we are kind of recycling the Neocryolite, but it's not a 1-to-1. So, yeah, we're gonna. Well, we have a lot of snow chestite as it is. Now, technically, we use 12 Petrotheum here, and when we process this, we get. Oh, yeah, we kind of do get the Petrotheum back, actually. 4 times. Wait. Yeah, 4 times 3 is 12. Or, wait a minute. 3 times 4. Yeah, okay, 12. Let me make sure I wasn't being derp. And then that's where we get our oxide. Oh, so the Neocryolite, that is, we need... Okay, so we still need to get the Naquadah Hydroxide, the Caesium Hydroxide, and that's really about it. The hydrofluoric, kind of, yeah, we need that, but that's just a matter of fluorine, and fluorine is actually pretty easy now, where we are. Yeah, we got a fair bit of cesium. So let me go ahead and grab that Naquadah. And we will use this for the thumbnail. Okay. So over time, we will get more. Still got a fair bit of that. Now what did I call... I think I called it Naq Resources, right? Oh, speak of the devil, we're gonna need fluorine. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing for this now, finally, is I know there is a material that we have a good deal amount of. I just gotta find what it was. Fluorite. Oh yeah, biotite. So if I knock that up to IV, that'd be 2.5, 2 3/4 seconds. So we got a fair bit of biotite, to say the least. And of course, biotite also comes from macerating deep slate, or is it centrifuge and deep slate? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay, so when we're macerating our deep slate for the thorium, we also get the dust, and then the dust we centrifuge, and we get the biotite. And then the biotite will process into more fluorine. So yeah, I'm probably going to get a fluid cell for fluorine and get that all going. But yeah, so at this point, we're going to be wanting to get more Naquadah missions sent out to get the Caymanite and the Sochestite. And then moving forward, probably next episode, we'll take a look at the crystal growing. Maybe Naquadah coils. We will have to see. There's quite a bit to get into still. So, yeah. If you did like what you saw here today, please go ahead and leave a like or a comment down below. And we'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.